The global real estate market sits at $330 trillion in size, compared to Bitcoin at $2 trillion in size, but Bitcoin is slowly but surely in the process of demonetizing the other. Let me explain. For most of human history, a house was a home, a place to live, and not a savings account. But over the last 50 years, that's changed dramatically. Today, real estate is the largest asset market in the world, worth over $330 trillion, as you can see right over here in this great graphic by Jesse Myers. By contrast, Bitcoin sits at just $2 trillion in size. That gap, over $327 trillion, is the most egregious mispricing of capital in financial history. And it won't last. Because that $330 trillion real estate market didn't grow that large by accident. It's bloated with monetary premium, which is the value that exceeds a home's utility, driven by speculation, regulation, and inflation hedging, treating a home as an investment rather than a place to stay. Here's how it happened. In 1971, the U.S. cut the U.S. dollar's ties with gold, and ever since, dollars have been printed freely. They get lent into existence. Most people don't know this, and people needed a new place to store value. They turned to housing. A house that cost $25,000 in 1970 now costs $420,000. That's a 16-fold nominal increase, and even after adjusting for inflation, it's up nearly 4x. But that increase wasn't about better materials or better living. It was about value evaporating from the dollar. And into that vacuum rushed the idea that a house wasn't just a home, it was your savings account, your retirement, your inflation hedge. The formula for this is simple. Monetary premium equals the market value minus replacement cost. That premium has skyrocketed. It's no longer about the cost of lumber or land or materials. It's about what those things represent in a broken monetary system. Housing has become a leveraged bet against the dollar. Families began bidding not just for shelter, but for financial safety, and Wall Street noticed. Blackstone and other institutions started buying homes, securitizing them, and renting them back to the very people who could no longer afford to buy. Today, mortgage payments on a median home are double what they were in 2020, just 5 years ago. But wages haven't moved. So young people are opting out. They're not buying homes. They're buying Bitcoin because Bitcoin is doing to the monetary premium what the internet did to middlemen. It's removing them entirely. Bitcoin is scarce, it's liquid, it's incorruptible, and it's globally accessible. It has no escrow, no maintenance, no zoning laws, and no property tax. Bitcoin isn't just a store of value. It's a financial asset that was created for the sole purpose of hedging against perpetual monetary debasement and demonetizing all of the areas of the world where capital is misallocated, siphoning the monetary premium away from bonds, away from stocks, and away from real estate, and in the process making these things more affordable. That's why this isn't a housing crisis, it's a repricing. As Bitcoin adoption grows, the monetary premium embedded in homes will shrink. Real estate will still have value because shelter is important, but its value will increasingly reflect its utility, not its ability to act as a store of value, because that's not its role. That shift won't happen overnight, but the curve is bending. And over time, home appreciation will slow, eventually matching the replacement cost plus a rational location markup. And Bitcoin will take care of the rest. Because in a world starved for good savings technology, capital flows to where it's treated best. Homes were a stopgap, but Bitcoin is the destination. The store of value has left the building, and it's never coming back. If you want to be on the right side of this repricing, don't wait until housing softens or Bitcoin moons. Use your home equity to stack Bitcoin today. Horizon lets you unlock your equity without taking on debt, interest, or monthly payments, because the store of value has left the building, and it's time your capital did too. You can check out Horizon at joinhorizon.com or by scanning the QR code right there. That's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.